A very good evening, everyone. I am Vanamal Somisailo, and I will be your anchor for this evening. On behalf of Vital Biotech, Agriculture Forum for Technical Education of Farming Society, Kota, Indira Gandhi Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, Raipur University of Agricultural Sciences, Raichur, Karnataka, Atal Bihari Vajpayee Vishwavidyalaya, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh, and Farmers Park, Hyderabad, Telangana, I cordially welcome you all to this 21 days winter school training on fostering environmental sustainability through food security, agricultural, and modern science innovations. Vital Biotech is India's leading publication, research, and training institute whose goal is to tackle the world's most pressing problems which related to food and agriculture. Whereas Agriculture Forum for Technical Education of Farming Society, Kota, serves as a spiracle between the network of rural communities in India and other stakeholders such as the government, development organizations, and corporate entities. Indira Gandhi Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, Raipur, Chhattisgarh was established in January 20, 1987. IGKV has a primary mandate to provide education, conduct research, and offer extension services in the field of agriculture and related areas. Its work plays a vital role in improving agricultural practices and the lives of farmers in Chhattisgarh. University of Agricultural Sciences Raichur came into existence on 22nd of November 2008 through bifurcation from UAS Dharwad. It is the third agricultural university established in the state after Bengaluru and Dharwad in Karnataka. With the establishment of UAS Dharwad in 1986, Raichur still had the privilege of being the second largest campus and a major hub of education in this region. Atal Bihari Vajpayee Vishwavidyalaya, established in June 2012, has nearly 95 government and private colleges affiliated in the 4 districts of Chhattisgarh state, which together constitute the jurisdiction of ABVV. The university plans to develop strategy for enhancing the range of pedagogic approaches and the use of technology. As a part of this approach, the university plans to start classrooms into state-of-the-art ones, enabling teachers to teach using wide variety of media. Farmers Park is a platform committed to empowering organic and natural farmers across India by providing farm advisory services, free soil testing, and marketing support. It aims to promote sustainable farming practices, helping farmers maximize their yield while protecting the environment. Through their services, they strive to create a strong, eco-conscious agricultural community nationwide. And also, I congratulate the entire organizing team for organizing this insightful training program. Today, we are highly privileged to have such honorable dignitaries among us. It is a matter of great pride for us today that we have Professor Arun Diwakar Nath Bajpayee, Honorable Vice Chancellor Atal Bihari Vajpayee Vishwavidyalaya Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. Sir specializes in economics, theory development, economics, spiritual economics, and Sir has been the Vice Chancellor in 3 other pristine colleges as well, and has a research experience of 47 years and teaching experience of more than 40 years. Sir has and is being member of several high-power committees, some even chaired by Honorable Prime Minister of India, and has also been president of many distinguished associations and is still the working president at Rashtriya Samaj Vigyan Parishad, New Delhi since 2018. Sarah has also been heavily awarded with prestigious awards like International Book of Honor England, Lifetime Achievement Award by Indian Association of Commerce and Management, Amity Academic Excellence Award by Amity Education Group India, to name a few, with lots more award. Sarah has also guided many research scholars and has numerous scientific publications in his name. Sir, your achievements are truly endless, and we are unable to enlist them all in such a short period. So I humbly request you to share a few words of encouragement to the participants and to deliver inaugural speech. I hand over this virtual stage to you, sir. Kindly enlighten us.
Thank you, Miss Sailu, for having introduced me so elaborately. Actually, I didn't want to see having such a high profile introduction because I'm a very small man, not a big man. And actually, I am feeling quite intimidated while being, you see, a part of this particular program. And Chandelji, I appear to be an odd number because Professor Girish Chandel is a great agriculture scientist. Another fellow Vice Chancellor, Mr. M. Hanumantappa, is also an agriculture scientist. And me has been agriculturist during my childhood. I used to go and help my parents to plow the field, to seed the field, to reap the field, and also to do manai also, just for you see harvesting the crop like that. That I used to do. But I have never been to see agriculture scientists as these two great scientists are here. And also persons belonging to ICAR, Professor SRK Singh, Professor BK Desai, and Pragati Reddy, Sukhjit Singh Bhangtu. They are also great scientists. They know all nitty-gritties about the topic as such. At the outset, I would like to congratulate this society, Agriculture Forum for Technical Education of Farming Society, which has taken a lead to organize such an event, a mega event, I would like to, and that too on such a relevant topic. Secondly, they have prevailed over all three vice chancellors, including me and other two, my fellow vice chancellors, as well as many other experts. It's not an easy task, I'll tell you. It's a very, you see, gigantic task as such. So the topic which has been deliberately selected for this winter school, and I'm very happy that gentleman has included my university, because my university is not that way agriculture university as Chandil Saab and Hanumantappa's university is. We have food processing and technology department, FPT we call. So that is connected with agriculture, because all the problems related to food can be studied in this department, and technology related to food and its processing is also being, you see, taught over here and being researched equally in this department. So we have very little connection with the topic. And being the head of the institution, I think I have been invited to be part of this inaugural program. Anyhow, we all know that food security is at the center. Food security is an essential component. Until unless food is secured to about 1.4 billion population of India and more than 8 billion population of the world, I think you keep on doing so many economic development or other infrastructure development or human development, whatever you do, until unless you secure a twice a meal to all the population, I think your programs are not going to be successful. And this is the crux, this is the paradigm, this is the great target, this is the greatest task as a humanitarian on ethical grounds or sustainable goals which United Nations we see have set for us. From both these sides, either take the spiritual, moral, value-based ground or the most sophisticated target which you see the United Nations has put for us. So how to produce food, that is more important. We have seen you see, many revolutions. I think last year MS Swaminathan passed away. He was the main architect of the green revolution technology. That was a time when India was suffering serious food deficiency. We were not able to, you see, food our, you see, population, and we had to depend upon, you see, United States of America on the PL 480 scheme everybody knows, and that food supply came with so many, you see, ailments also. And then green revolution technology also brought so many things, including hybrid varieties of seeds, and then use of chemical fertilizers and insecticides, and more irrigation inputs. Irrigation inputs are okay, and hybrid varieties of seeds are okay. But when we are injecting more, you see, insecticide and pesticides and more chemical fertilizers, so it is afflicting the land as well as quality of food, both. The land innate fertility is also eroding by more use of insecticide, pesticides, and chemical fertilizers. And the products, whether it's wheat, rice, vegetable, fruits, whatever you produce, those also get to see chemically afflicted. So on one hand, we are reducing the quality of land, quality of soil for sustainable production of food items. On the other side, the products which we are producing, they are having many side effects on the health of human beings, of animal worlds, and many other things. So we are having many diseases coming up. So food security, keeping the target of food security intact, will have to go for environmental sustainability. So, environmental sustainability, which one of the main topics which you are having. So, how can we do it? I think Professor Chandel will agree with me that there was a time when these modern technologies were needed. But nowadays, when we are having almost self-sufficiency in food items, we should shift to see our technologies as well as those inputs required for producing food items. And we are having two types of substitutes. One is organic farming, another is natural farming. If we are shifting, from this chemical farming to organic, come, natural farming, I think this environmental sustainability can be obtained. This is my one point. Natural farming has got wider ecosystem than the organic farming as such. In natural farming, we can not only preserve, protect the quality of soil, but also its ecosystem based upon animal products and animals that too can be saved, and also the byproducts of agricultural commodities that too can be preserved. And with this, we can make our soil sustainable for future generation production, and also the quality of food items will also be more favorable to the health conditions of our human beings as well as a human beings like that. So it's high time when we'll have to think about in both the directions. One is the direction of a target of food security, and another this sustainability issue. And third issue I would like to mention as a student of economics, because it is not merely the issue of production of food, but also the distribution of already produced food that shall have to be taken into account. In one of my own study, I simply calculated, simply calculated whatever food we produce world over, it is more than three times to the required standard by WHO, which per capita food items are required for an individual. We are producing three times more. Then why one third of population is food starved population of the world? Why people in India are begging for food? Why in most of the third world countries, which is South African countries or many other countries, people are not having sufficient foods? Because here lies the problem of policy making at the government level. Not only government level at one country, but also this issue shall have to be addressed at the global level. And I'll request gentlemen from AFTEF society. Then the next conference, we should take this particular issue of distribution, distributive justice rather, so far as food items is concerned. So my personal question is that, one, if we are just depending only purchasing power system of demand generating for distribution of food items, it will not serve the good. It will not serve the good. We'll have to go more philosophical. We'll have to go more on ethical value-based system, in which we'll have to identify those pockets of population which are not having sufficient food, as well as they are not having sufficient purchasing power. So neither they have purchasing power nor they are having the food items. How to siphon off the affluent food item society to the non-affluent, to the marginal society, that will be a great problem for us. Fourth point I would like to mention. On one side, we want to go for producing more food items and also having more things like that. On the other side, when we see that lot of food items are getting rotten in the hands of Food Corporation of India, or lot of food gets wasted in the railway wagons like that, those leakages and seepages shall have to be curbed with a vigorous policy making, and as well as will have to take an action also accordingly, because there appears to be a racket, a connivance between some government agencies as well as some contractors who, instead of supplying the food for the food starved persons, they use that as the food items for manufacturing liquor and many other those products which are not required for the society. So the entire study shall have to be taken into holistic approach. It is not merely sustainability and food security along with modern technologies, everything. I know that you people are expert, especially Girish Chandelji and Professor Hanumantapaji. They will be coming out with many more ideas. But to me, as a student of economics and philosophy rather, these issues I am opening for further discussions, not only today but also for 21 days this winter school is going to happen. Many other experts would come. And I would love to be associated in the publication of any book if it is coming forward, and also in any other future event. I would like to be associated with all of you. So, Silo, thank you very much for giving me opportunity. I am thankful to AFTEF society also for making me the first speaker of the inaugural session, because I have got another session also online. So I'll be joining with couple of minutes. Then I should be excused for leaving the show. Thank you very much. Bye
थैंक यू
bye.
सर.
Happy New Year as well.
हैप्पी न्यू ईयर सर आपको भी.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind, encouraging, and enlightening words. It was great having you with us today, and we do send you our best wishes for more and more success and achievements. This evening, we are indeed fortunate to have our respected and honored dignitary Professor Girish Chandel Sarji, Honorable Vice Chancellor Indira Gandhi Krishi Vishwavidyalaya Raipur in our midst. Sir is a renowned plant breeder, and prior to his vice chancellorship, he is the professor and head in IGKV and also working as OSD in Department of Agricultural and Biotechnology and CEO Biotech Promotion Society. Recently, a SC Bose Biotech Incubation Center under Chhattisgarh Biotech Park is being established under the leadership of Sir to provide a platform for innovations and entrepreneur development for youth. Sir has also served as chairman, board of studies, and member of several reputed organizations and colleges, and has supervised many research scholars with good placements. Sir has completed more than 15 national and international projects worth 20 crores, which resulted in development of India's first zinc-rich rice, CGZR1. Other very popular varieties developed includes CGZR2, sugar-balanced white rice, variety Madhuraj, CGAR2, Zinco rice, MS, and a protein-rich rice variety Protezin. He has been bestowed many prestigious awards like Best AICRP Center Award by IIRR, ICAR, Doctoral Fellowship from IRRI Philippines, N.E. Borlaug Fellowship 2006, Young Scientist Award, and to name a few, and many more. Government of India has also nominated Sir as expert task force member for proposals submitted under Indo-German and Indo-Netherlands Cooperations Program to DBT Government of India. Sir, your achievements are amazing and noteworthy, and we are unable to enlist them all in such a short period. So I humbly request you to share a few words of encouragement to the participants and to deliver a welcome speech. I hand over this virtual stage to you, sir. Kindly enlighten us.
Okay. Thank you. Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir,
Yes.
audible.
Okay. So,
Audible, sir.
thank you very much for inviting me in such a fascinating team of people who are working on the field of 21 days for the food security and sustainability. So, first of all, I really want to thank all the organizers for allowing me to speak in front of Professor Vajpayee, a leading personality in India and a very close associate of me, and then another vice chancellor from Raichur, and then so many good people I am seeing, and young budding people also, to work and talk about you for the 3-4 words which you have chosen very rightly in the current time. Like sustainability is one of the word which is very common. Everything has to be sustainable for the betterment of environment as well as for the human being and other animals, fauna and flora around us. So that's one of the word, and which is a very good word for growing. Now, second one which you are saying is sustainability, fostering environment sustainability. So we are talking a little bit more on environment, food security and modern science. As you know, Professor Vajpayee has already explained several points about green revolution. And today we can proudly say the Indian agriculture system from begging bowls to the exporter of food. So that's what is the achievement. In the last 75 years, we have achieved that. But green revolution has given us a lot of food to eat. And I think it has also given some illness, which Dr. Professor has also explained too. Now, coming to the agriculture per se, I must say that it's a really good mixture of people who will talk about. We as an agriculturist or the farming community produce the raw material for you and me to eat. And people like Dr. Bajpayee's group and the other food technologies around, they are taking this raw material to the eatable food for you and me. So there is a different gap between that. During Green Revolution, if you see, it has a backdrop of coming from the famine, Bengal famine. And then food was the first and foremost important thing. So people have started working, and during 60s and 70s and 80s, these 30 years initially, we have really witnessed and harnessed all the achievements of Green Revolution technologies. There are two genes, being a scientist of rice, and I must say that Raipur University and rice is having 100 and at least 10 years of experience working in rice, before independence also. So huge biodiversity state. So with this, I think during Green Revolution, the introduction of semi-DOF varieties of rice and the wheat with Norintan gene that has come to the India, and three things have changed in India. All over India, people have all found the semi-DOF variety of rice to be grown, and then the production of urea, the chemical fertilizer, and to transport that, you have also have a lot of trucks and the Sardarjis who have transported all this very prestigious nitrogen supply system, which is called the urea, to all corners of India. So that's why, and when they were traveling, you always find all the dhabas around all India. So tandoori roti and then Punjabi food has reached to each part of India, and economics has moved around these three things. Okay? So you just see how much it has changed. Even our culture, fooding habits, and so many things. Now, what happens is after 30, 40 years, with the excessive use and non-controlled use of insecticide and pesticides, people have started getting issues. Like Punjab is today known for lots of cancer cells and the cancer train going out of Punjab. So these are the things which is of not for the technologists to blame for that. I must say that the transmission of knowledge and correct use of insecticide, pesticide has not been there in early days. So another 30, 40 years, the ill effect of excessive use, I keep on talking this word, excessive use, non-controlled use of chemical fertilizers and this thing. With the idea of feeding the larger population, we have excessively used these things and only enhance the quantity of food. That was the target given to all the researchers during early days. Now, over having enough food to eat, now we can afford to look for the quality of food. That's how in our whole career, I have enough experience working with the rice and then the wheat crops. So rice became non-nutritious. If you still see, because if you were a profile, we have maintained roughly around 23 to 24,000 rice germplasm from Chhattisgarh. And this variety is having a specific taste, a specific trait, and a specific food. Earlier people say that the small grain cylinder rice varieties are having more, you can say, the GI value. GI is the glycemic index value, right? So it's only source of carbohydrate. Should understand this, why rice has been known the only food material for half of the world. Wheat, maize, and other things are remaining half of the world, right? That's because that's the only cereal which we process it and then use. Human evolution and rice evolution has gone together. Although it's not relevant today, but I must say that rice is from my life to my death. It is part of my culture now. Because see, if somebody is taking birth, a small kid, we always first food he eat is kheer, which is made from rice. So it's a very noble and a pious food. And if somebody dies, then you also go by something like a lie, right? It's the puffed rice or the puffed grain. Now, over the years, there are another relevant topics. I was going through all your topics, which started from organic farming, then natural farming, climate smart agriculture. So, climate is changing very fast. You must have seen the larger heat. I tell you one example. Chhattisgarh was known for only rice. But over last 30 years, if you will see, our wheat production and the area for wheat production has gone more than 10 times, right? Why? Because we are having a climate change impact. The impact of that climate change is to have somewhere around 1.5 months of cold period, less than 10 temperature, 10 to 20 temperature. So that allows the wheat for good flowering and good grain filling. That's how wheat is become that. So in the climate change condition, some of the advantage is also there. We need to really, being a scientist, to work on those lines. Okay? So that's how the climate balance. Now the third important thing in the system today for rice is the way we breed the variety, the way we produce the varieties. That's also important. So the product base back calculation by modern breeding tools is another area where people are working very nicely. Now I need to know current varieties which is growing across for any crop varieties. How can I replace that with what is the gap in this and then develop design a product. So product is being designed first, like in the other engineering products, and then we go for breeding and then produce the variety. So that's another important thing. And the biodiversity. biodiversity of crops, biodiversity of insect, biodiversity of microbes, and the microflora. See, the new system has come which is said the soil health, organic matter contained, biochar. So these are all the newer technologies which we can incorporate in our developmental path and think about below root system and the microflora arrangement. As you know, these days people are talking about human microbiome also. Okay, so this human microbiome or the plant microbiome, endophytic and the exteriorly available in the soil system. These are all the newer technologies which we can use. And in the sustained manner, if we can introduce these technologies in the soil, and then the resources or the nutrition present in the soil will be very healthy plants, and the healthy plants will produce healthy seeds, and then from there we will have some healthy good food. Food and nutrition through agriculture is another area. That's the reason now, if you will see, Government of India has includes FRK rice. What is FRK rice is to enhance and curbs the malnutrition problem of the human being, especially for rice, or you can say the rice eating population, for iron, B12 and D2. So these are the three deficiency which is really making our human population, which is rice consuming population, little weak and not having enough protein to grow with. So food-based approach will come from the development of the rice, which is the raw material, and several food is coming. Very recently, we have also gone to 1 year back, that was the International Year of Millet. Millet has the fantastic food qualities, but it has some limitation as well. So we need to work out how the food is being made, which is more bio-consumable and bio-available to the human body, and take our balanced nutrition for human body. And food-based approach is the only approach which makes you healthy. No medical supply system or no medical system makes you always healthy. Whereas your food habit which you take with the various agricultural produce which is coming up today, and if it is coming up without any chemical fertilizer production unit and no insecticide, pesticide, in the part of the food or part of the crop which you consume should be tested also. So sustainability part, and then from the waste management system, renewable energy. So you have so many important theme area where I think this 21 days training program will definitely benefit, and we all together can think of giving good quality food to the human being, where the raw material is better, then food will be good and we all will be healthy. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak to all of you. And I look forward for any findings which you have, and we will work together to have the healthy products and sustainable agriculture in days to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind, enlightening, and encouraging words. We are glad and honored to have you with us tonight, and we send our best wishes and more success in your future endeavors. Now, moving forward, it is an honor to have our respected dignitary, Professor M. Hanumanthappa, Honorable Vice Chancellor, UAS, Raichur, Karnataka, in our midst this evening. Sir specializes in field of agronomy, weed management, soil fertility management, and agroecology systems, and has developed 11 varieties and many technologies for the benefit of farming community. He has handled more than 100 research projects with total budget outlay of rupees 725 lakhs as principal investigator. Sir has been bestowed with numerous international and national awards by various bodies of national and international reputed scientific societies and university level. Sir made significant contribution to the development and popularization of non-herbal tea technology with immense commercial potential and released many technologies for package of practices. Sir has organized more than 500 field days, 10 Krishi Melas and 200 training programs towards effective dissemination of production and protection technologies and has numerous scientific publications in his name. Sir, your achievements are truly impressive indeed, and we are unable to enlist them all in such a short period, so I humbly request you to share a few words of encouragement to the participants and to deliver a welcome speech. I hand over this virtual stage to you, sir. Kindly enlighten us.
Thank you, Saila. So, first of all, I would like to congratulations to the organizers, especially Vital Biotech and AFTES for organizing the 21 days training program, so winter school. So for this, already our Professor Arun Divakar Nath Vajpayee, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Atal Vajpayee Vishwavidyalaya, Chhattisgarh, and my senior fellow Vice Chancellor Professor Girish Chandal, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Indira Gandhi Krishi Vishwavidyalaya Raipur, and other Director of ICR Atari, Dr. S.R.K. Singh, B. Pragati Reddy, Founder and CEO, Farmers Park, Hyderabad, Dr. B.K. Desai, and Mr. Sukhjit Singh Pangu, MD, Manufacturer of Seeds Industries, A1 Seeds, Punjab, and all the delegates and my dear friends. So this is the very important topic at this juncture, very much required for this training for the young scientists as well as students, as well as PG and UG students, and also extension persons. So at present, already our Vice Chancellor Professor Chandal and as well as Vajpayee clearly mentioned what is the present status of agriculture at present, especially from the past before independence, after independence, from this 80s, 90s, and what is the 2021st century. So in this regard, the agriculture is developed from agriculture 1, 2, 3, 4, we are in 5 now. So it is a primitive agriculture to the mechanization to the breeding tools. Then we have this one artificial intelligences and other things. At present, we are digitalized agriculture. So anyhow, the increasing population, we have met the demand with respect to the food grains is concerned. However, we have shortage of oil seeds and pulses. So however, in order to meet the demand of all the food chain we required, we have to breed the high yielding varieties. Breeders will definitely come out with a very good varieties. And with respect to the management practices, agronomist, soil scientist, and all other scientists involving the management system in order to maintain the main source is soil. Soil health is already very clearly mentioned. What is the soil status, soil health, soil organic carbon content. Organic carbon content should be more than 0.5 to 0.75. But however, present state is only 0.3 to 0.4 in our state and other states also. And land holdings are the major issues for in our Indian system. We have a small and marginal lands, are many of them, very difficult to, we have to mechanization. And however, we have, in order to avoid the drudgeries, lot of mechanization is involved. Our university, agriculture as well as agriculture engineering, two components are very much required. Now engineering are entering the agriculture in order to make the agriculture is profitable. So especially robotics, drones, and many other mechatronics and computer engineers, they are all come into the agriculture. Especially we have in the digital stage. How we can transfer the technology by digital way. We have already experienced in the COVID situation, the agriculture, what is the need of the agriculture. If all other systems fail, but agriculture does not mainly because of many of them, more than 52% of the Indian population are depending upon the agriculture. So we have to feed the nation, and at present we have produced more, especially rice, wheat, maize, and all other things. So in the next context, by 2050, we need to produce another huge quantity of the food production in order to meet the demanding of the increasing population. So another 2 billion people may be expecting in our planet. That is the home required. So every year we are going to reduce the cultivable land, mainly because of other we are changing the lifestyle, roads, buildings, and all other things. We are reducing the per capita availability land. So within the available land, we have to increasing the productivity. The system of the product should be continuous. So what type of agriculture we have to come? So agriculture, that should be make a profitable. As per our honorable Prime Minister, we have to increasing the production and double the income of the farmers. So that is how we have to plan. That is the planning is very, very much required as a production manager, agronomist. We have to manage the soil, sustainability, maintain the soil fertility, it should be, and also productivity. Such a way that we have to manage the soil. Once the soil is rich or fertile soil, definitely we can harvest a very good yield and also nutrient content. If that food grains we have consumed, we can have all the nutrients. So all the 16 essential, as our Vajpayee and then Chandal said, regarding the what we are harnessing the high-yielding varieties, all these things. Earlier we have only during the independence, during the 60s, Green Revolution period, we have indiscriminate use of fertilizer leads to the micronutrient deficiency. Once the micronutrient deficiency, that it is a greater extent of the affect the yield. So that we have taken care. And then once the using of indiscriminate use of fertilizer leads to the attack of pests and diseases, that also we have taken. But farmers they should be keep in mind which the crops is recommended, which type of pesticide, then it is has to be. Anything excess leads to the poison. As per the recommendation of package of practice, they has to apply at the time of harvesting, which have to apply, and storage, which is the chemical we have to use during the initial stage, which is the pesticide, that is the brand wise green, yellow, and then red. Like that, we have to take utmost care while applying these things. So with respect to the technology is concerned, our technology should be economically viable, environmentally feasible, and socially acceptable. Such technologies. At present, farmers also need everyday money. They have to get per day income, weekly income, monthly income, bi-monthly income, 6-month and annual income. Like that, he has to plan the income continuously and also provide the employment opportunity. In such cases, we have to go for the integrated farming system. IFS is very much required for the especially small and marginal farmers. Only thing we have to, at present, everything should be in precision manner, and that way, as per your thematics, all the areas we have concerned, especially natural farming, organic farming, especially natural farming and organic farming. This is a age-old practices. Our ancestors are there followed. However, we have to use because of when we have feel the cancer, all other reports, then we are shifted back to the organic farming. So here also we have to very cautious about while entering the organic farming, which crops is suitable for organic farm, which is not suitable, how much time it will come, is it possible? Gradually we have to shift from chemical farming to organic farming, especially horticulture crops, perennial crops. Initially we can go for the certain extent to fertilizer, then it will take care of the there itself. Organic farm, very easily we can go for the especially perennial crops. And with respect to the annual crops, we have to take the soil sustainability, soil carbon content, all this we can maintain by use of green manurings. So if you go for the organic farming, invariably you have to apply for the green manuring. We can reduce the fertilizer. And also you have to produce the green manures and also fodder, green fodder for the cattle. So sometimes you may not get it because of climate change, all dry and as well as droughts, floods, and thus in such situation we have to breed the varieties as per the condition, especially dry regions and as well as flooded situation. So in our cases, our Karnataka state coastal area, we are receiving nearly 3,000 to 4,000 millimeters of rainfall. In dry region, only 300 to 400 millimeters of rainfall. Such a huge variation. Wherever there is a water conservation, soil conservation, all these things we have to, and climate smart agriculture and also conservation agriculture, sustainable water management. Especially water management is very, very important at present situation with respect to the water management is concerned. We have to very precious because of the use of water. In the especially Tungabhadra and Upper Krishna project in our state and other command areas, the talent peoples are they are struggling for the water and shortage of water, and main end peoples are using the indiscriminate leads to the soil loss, and especially most of them degraded because of because of ill method of irrigation system. We have to go for the precision system and automation, especially where sensor based irrigation is there. We have to, as per the requirement, they will use for the this one. And also with respect to the green powder, we have hydroponics. That is also a new technology scheme. We have already demonstrated the farmers in our university. Very easily we can demonstrate. It will be helpful for the farmers. Definitely it will increase the 2 liters per cow, the milk, and that will save the nearly 50% to 20% of the feed cost. That such a way economy there should be useful for this one. And also with respect to the biodiversity conservation, already our Dr. Girish is very clearly explained. And also soil health and conservation is also very much sustainable supply of food, especially as he mentioned with respect to the millet is concerned. Our university is having a millet value chain park. It's the Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitaram is announced a curtain rising international year of millet curtain rising program started from our university, and every year we are going to conduct international millet fair at our Bangalore. So from this year also we are every year January we are going to organize the international fair. Many of them are participating in this trade, and we have to get the good quality food, especially diabetics. This is the millets is the good food. It acts as a super foods, especially chia and other things. We have also added rich in omega-3 acids and also rich in fiber. It is useful for the healthy food system. And then we have to add the millet value chain park from production system to research and as well as processing, value addition, marketing. Like that, we have to give the market to the international market links through, especially as our Vajpayee said, so that we have to economies, and then only thing is purchase power. This cost is not that much. If we link this products to international market, is the millet, the healthy food. So such type of definitely it will add the definitely increases the production. It is a very easy. So millets, especially foxtail millet, and then other millets are very, very easy to cultivate under a low fertility soil with less moisture and also low rainfall situation. So this is the good crops, small climate smart crop are under climate changing situation. We have to plan according to this, and also with respect to the clean energy as per the sustainable goals. We have to maintain a clean energy, especially wind energy, renewable energy, solar energy. These energies definitely we can harness this. This has been covered. And with respect to the land is decreasing. So such cases we have to go for the urban and vertical farming. So in a terrace garden also we can maintain certain extent for them to meet the individual demands for especially vegetables. if you grown vegetable, healthy vegetables, we can get it the daily, seasonal wise, fruits, vegetables, all these we can maintain definitely. Health wise is very good, and agroforestry and sustainable land use to certain extent. It is a perennial crop. We have to maintain the bunds, and then everywhere we have already cut the trees. So that is the problem we are facing a lot of with respect to the environmental is concerned, and also certain extent policy issues. So India is the biggest country, very difficult to take a certain policies. So government level, we have to think, and then especially they are promoting a natural farming as well as a organic farming, and also natural farming university is also there in Gujarat. So they're also doing, and some of the villages we have adopted organic farming, organic, especially coastal areas, nearby forest areas, very easy. There, the soil urban content is more because of the forest areas. Such cases, definitely we can improve the animal length, and also we have to produce more and more. Still, the population increasing. In that context, definitely agriculture scientists are struggling, and we have to think the artificial intelligence, IoTs, and robotics, and also drones for spying, and image processing technique for identifying the weeds in the fields, which type of weeds are there, what type of herbicides we have to use, and also weeding. Also, there's a automation that will be sensor based. We can go through the robotics. It will train, and then we can reduce the cost of cultivation, and this and all these things definitely we can helpful for the future with respect to the all these things. Sustainable soil health, environmentally friendly technologies adopt. In these cases, definitely all the areas they have covered very clearly. 21 days. Many experts definitely will be useful. Information may be provided, and these 21 days definitely provide a certain road maps for maintaining the soil health, environmental friendly technologies, and many other issues, particularly concerning the agriculture and agriculture production, and also value addition. Especially we have to give value addition and market linkage and market intelligence. There also we need how to market, where to market, certain social media. There we can definitely we can exchange the rates and all these things. Definitely we can get the good price. That is ultimately farmers are producing, but getting up the fruit price is very difficult. We have to value addition is very, very important. Many things ready to eat, ready to cook. Such items already our university is producing. They're demonstrating, then showing. If you want any processing and all other helps, definitely our scientists are always with us. It will be helpful for your training unit. Anything you want from our university is a leading in the pesticide residual lab and pesticide formulation and food microbiology. All the labs are NABL accredited. So everything we have analyzed. In future, definitely we can have a farm gate testing the pesticide residue will become because of the everybody wants the health cautious. Such cases we have to very careful in production system. Unnecessary use of pesticides, fertilizers, wastage can be minimized because of the GIS, GPS, everything will be monitoring through computers, and also IoTs. IOF is also coming up by 2020. So in this, definitely it will be useful for the all the young scientists and as well as students for this entire 21 days. Definitely it will be a modern innovation. It will be helpful for this program. I thank the organizer giving me the opportunities and share the few things with us. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind, enlightening, and encouraging words. It is an honor to have you with us tonight, and we wish the best
Thank you,
and
sir.
more success to you
Thank
in
you,
every
thank you,
sphere of
thank you.
life, sir. This evening, we are really fortunate to have Professor S.R.K. Singh Ji, Director of ICAR Atari Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, Sir has excellent academic record and has topped in ARS. Sir has published numerous research articles, books, bulletins, and book chapters. He has been bestowed 12 eminent awards, including SEE Fellow Award, Best Mobilizer Award, Agriculture Today Award, and many more, to name a few. Sir has been instrumental in initiating and implementing many concepts and models through Krishi Vigyan Kendras, including KVK, KMA, KVK Ring, KVK Technology Park, KVK Atma Convergence Model, methodological initiatives for extension research, Nutri-Smart Village, agripreneurship, and many more. Sir, your achievements are endless and we are unable to enlist them all in such a limited time frame. So we wholeheartedly welcome you, and I would like to hand over this virtual stage to you to deliver a short speech, sir.
Yeah, good evening to all. My voice is clear, madam?
Yes, sir. Clear,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, let me congratulate the organizer for having such a wonderful topic for 21 days winter school, and I think this will be ended with a lot of learnings. And same time, I congratulate my previous speakers, eminent honorable vice chancellors from 3 university. I think social economist Professor Vajpayee Sahab and technological expert Professor Chandel Sahab and agriculture as a whole and microbiology expert Dr. Hanmanta Sahab and all my panelists for today evening, Dr. Tripathi from IGKV and one and all joined this platform for today. This is a very important topic as topic start with the environmental sustainability, and you know that for the securing our foods and nutrition, we have deviated a lot from the environmental point of view. But same time, we have to rethink, we have to regain the status so that our coming generations could survive with the same quantity of natural resources. And friends, for this, we have to take care 3-4 things from plow to plate, from mouth to market, from taste to trade, from technology to transformation. So unless we concentrate on our activity, how we can sustain our environment, because now agriculture is highly input intensive, and whosoever is engaged, they want to take more and more profit or benefit from agriculture. But same time, we have to be very cautious to think over the natural resources available with us. So in that context, first we have to try to conserve more and more soil and water so that we can use the green water rather than blue and gray water. One side, if we manage the water from the rainfall, each state we are receiving on an average sufficient rainfall, but are we really caring for that? Are we really conserving it, storing it, so that we can use it in further agriculture or animal husbandry or other operations, domestic or agriculture related or even industrial maybe? So first we have to concentrate on water conservation. I appeal to all my trainees that whatever you do, even in your daily life, if you think on water conservation, you can add the environmental sustainability a bit further, because we are very smart to advocate and talk with the sustainability of environment, but when in practice we are not thinking much. I'm requesting to all as an individual also, if you think from morning to evening that how much energy we are using, can it be shared like carpooling or public transport use? So all these are the component of environmental sustainability, though we are talking about agriculture. So agriculture also, there are vast scope. First, we have to switch from the chemical to biological component. As biofertilizer is not a new technology, but still, if you evaluate the user's domain or a farmer's condition, still a lot of gap is there, because the visible impact farmers is unable to visualize it. So we have to use the not only technology, but also the appropriate methodology, that how the real benefit of the technologies could be showcase to the farming community so that they could be convinced and they should be make it huge so that the load of the chemical load could be reduced first. Then second, we have to switch on from the commercial with a bit of natural farming or organic farming. Only point of concern is the marketing or the premium price realized by the farmer. So in that, farming community could be supported with the labeling and proper packaging so that they can get the real price of their produce or products. And it could be possible that we can save our soil, we can maintain our soil health, we can maintain our soil fertility, because unless the soil health, animal health and human health all could be taken care, we can't think that we can make our environment sustainable. So in that, government of India has also made initiative. Now ICR is also making much emphasis on nutrition sensitive agriculture. As Professor Chandel have already pointed out, that rice we are consuming, are it is really nutritious? It's a debatable issue. I'm not going in depth in that. But the sure, we have to now rethink, all we are educated people, that whatever we are consuming, how much healthy it is, just for the sake of taste, just for the sake of choice. We should not take the food. We must take food to get sufficient energy. It must be healthy. It must be having the fiber content. It must be free from the any other additives. So nowadays you can see the market is flooded with the all bakery based products and all other products, packed products, high these fats and other LDL. So in that point of view also, all we should be very careful to take food from the market and see the levels and consume the foods which really nutrient. Millet is one of the component which we must add in that. And farming point of view, we must support the farmers in getting the high yielding variety. But because as we have observed that farmers are not ready to go for the millet because they are having the poor yielding variety, 5 to 6 quintal per hectare or even below 10 quintal, that will not be economically feasible for a farmers to involve in millet farming. So definitely we have to make available the latest variety having high potential and high yield so that they can get sufficient return from their farming system. Another option we are visualizing in our central India, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and pet condition, that farmers can go with the IFS component. They can choose as per their choice and local resources and food and fodder availability. But I think IFS is one of the options which even a small and marginal farmers can take. Then they can have the bargaining power also, and they can get the sufficient income. Nowadays, group approach is one of the option where the decreasing land holding and other factors could be nullified if the farmers make a uniform farming for a particular produce and targeting a particular market, so that a group of farmers having a member of SSG or a PO, that could be your best option, and they can have the cheaper inputs, they can have the higher price their produce. So it will help both in input marketing as well as the produce marketing. So we must support our farmer. We must convince farming community that don't be alone now. Be in any group, join any FPO, so that you can get the benefit of the group effect. And government of India and state governments also supporting a lot to farming community to get more and more income from their produce or their farming, whatever. As already previous speaker talked that land holding is decreasing, so we must having providing the technology to the farming, the vertical farming or multi-layer farming, we can call that. Same time we can have the 4 or 5 crops of different heights, and the one by one they can get harvested, and finally the crops having the height, those could be retained in the longer period. So these are the few options and new options where farming community could be concentrated, and same time we will have the environmental benefits also, as natural farming having the involving the microbes only, and nothing external input is required. So natural farming not on the whole farm, but a few square meters or few acres it must be practiced by the farming community, and once they see the benefit, at least for their household consumption, they can go for the natural farming or organic farming, and later on, if produce is sufficient, they can go for the marketing also. So in my view, if we really concerned with the environmental sustainability, we must see the innovative way out, innovative methods in our agriculture, in our value addition, in our processing, and the food habit also, so that food and nutrition security could be maintained, and we can live with full happiness and full of joy. So thank you, organizer, for involving me on such a very valuable and important platform. And I got the opportunity to interact with more than 100 our trainees. Definitely, this training will benefit a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind, enlightening, and encouraging words. We are fortunate to have you with us tonight.
Thank you, sir.
We send our best wishes to you for a brighter and more successful year ahead, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Tonight, it is a matter of great pride that we have Professor B.K. Desai, Director of Research, University of Agricultural Sciences, Raichur, Karnataka, in our midst. Sir specialized in the field of integrated farming system, soil fertility management, and agroforestry systems. He developed 48 technologies for the benefit of farming community with over 33 years of teaching experience, and has handled more than 50 research projects with total budget outlay of rupees 72 crores as principal investigator. Sir has been bestowed with numerous national and international awards and has made significant contribution to the development of AFTEFS modules in 6 districts of different agroclimatic zones of Hyderabad, Karnataka region, and has published numerous research papers, books, and articles. Sir, your achievements are endless, and it is impossible to enlist them all in such a short period. So I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir, and would like to hand over this virtual stage to you. Kindly enlighten us with your speech, sir. Sir, you are muted. Can you please unmute, sir?
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Audible, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate for such an event, bringing together all the 3 stalwarts, Vice Chancellors, Honorable Vice Chancellors in the one platform, as well as all the speakers, as well as all our co-hosts also for this particular fascinating winter school. Especially the topic, I am very much delighted to see the topic because it is very, very relevant nowadays. Environmental sustainability through food security. No doubt, we have to have concern throughout the period that Indian agriculture has traversed. Almost all our stalwarts have given. I am just a small fish in the ocean, and just I want to confine to myself with a very brief speech because the speaker is waiting. I think main speaker is waiting. Tripathi sir is waiting. Here I want to just say a few words with respect to how the Indian agriculture has traversed throughout its path from independence up to 75 years of Indian agriculture has seen many ups and downs. So starting, that is first phase of Indian agriculture was traditional varieties were there, local varieties, local technology, indigenously was grain. Around the food production was around 50 million tons. That was sufficient for that particular population during that particular period of time. As the population increased, the need for food also increased. The demand for food also increased. because it is very, very relevant. The topic I told you here also, I want to connect. That is environmental sustainability through food security. One nation to become food security is very, very important. We have to be secure. Even a home has to be secure, in my opinion. So then only the state will be secure, then the country will be food secure. I have to quote here a sloka from Bhagavad Gita, that is chapter 3 of 14th verse. Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sambhava yajnad bhavanti parjanya yajna karma samudbhava. That means to say, from food comes forth the beings, living beings. From rain, food is produced. From sacrifice arises rain, and sacrifice is born of action. So we have to have act here. So that means to say, the Mother Earth that is given bountiful of food. Just there is one saying that earth laughs as we tickle her with a hoe. That means to say, when we work the field, when we work on the field, the earth laughs with a bountiful of harvests. She gives us the rain. That means she gives us the bountiful of harvest. That means to say, environment has to be sustainable. We should not forget that. Then the other most important aspect here is we have to have a management. That means to say, am I here? I think, hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Environment, the most important responsibility of the Indian agriculture should be, we have to preserve and conserve the natural resources. No doubt, we have to have the current needs. We have to fulfill the current needs of this particular generation. But at the cost of that, we should not forget the future generations to meet their needs also. That means to say, our ecosystem is very, very fragile. We should not overexploit the resources. So the resources, they have to be utilized in a very, very conservative fashion. So with that, because we have faced that during our Green Revolution period, the second phase of Indian agriculture, which I was mentioning, during that period, no doubt there was increase in food production, but imbalanced usage. One of our stalwart has mentioned imbalanced usage of all the nutrients, all the seeds, etc., irrigation water, all the inputs has led us to the Green Revolution technology, no doubt. But it has hampered the pollution. It has polluted the land as well as the environment as well. So with this, the third phase of Indian agriculture, we started talking about sustainable agriculture. So sustainable, that means to say resource conservation plus productivity increase. So no doubt we have to conserve the resources, but ultimately we have to increase the productivity. So sustainable agriculture, in my view, is an equation. That means resource conservation plus productivity makes sustainable agriculture. So here that we are interested, no doubt, in food security, but the food should be safe for all the living beings. So in order to be safe, we have to use the organic as well as natural farming and without hampering the environment. That is very, very important phase of Indian agriculture that has traversed the sustainable agriculture and organic farming phase. And the fourth phase, we concentrated more on diversification of agriculture. So diversification phase started. So integrated farming system started. Most of our stalwarts have already spoken on integrated farming system as well. So it is the need of the hour, and diversification is the need of the hour also. And now we are in the era of digital farming. So how to apply the digital, the world is very fast moving. So we have to keep pace. We agricultural scientists should keep pace with the modern gadgets as well. So most of the sensors, how to utilize those particular sensors. That means to say here, engineering component should be involved with agriculture component. That means to say, in order to make the environment safe and we have to produce the safe food. So our UAS Raichur is very, very rich in that particular aspect, we can say. That means to say we have both agriculture engineering scientists as well as agricultural scientists working together in a common platform, and we are giving more and more technologies. And this title also of the winter school says that how to foster environmental sustainability with agriculture and modern science. So we are moving with the, we are keeping pace with the society as well. And here I want to say some of the things that technologies, we have evolved around 500 plus technologies, but out of this, around 250 technologies, they are there in the farmer's field. So one of the most important is integrated organic farming system, which includes innovation in farming with minimizing the usage and optimal usage of local resources. And also we have to think of having suitable cultivars, suitable cropping systems, diversification. And when we talk of diversification and intercropping or vertical cropping, here we have to keep one thing in mind. Intensification, no doubt, should be there, agriculture intensification, but the intensification should be prefixed with the word sustainable. So the intensification should be sustainable intensification. That means to say, we are conserving the resources. So then eco-safe crop protection technologies also we have evolved in our university, and we are having biopesticides, ITKs, botanicals, and also we are focusing year-round cultivation of crops, protected cultivation of crops. A lot of the technologies are evolved, and no doubt the topics that are fixed for this particular winter school, just I have gone through the topics. They are very, very useful to all of you participants, professionals, as well as students. PG students are there, I am told. They are very, very important thematic areas: natural farming, climate smart agriculture, water management, sustainable water management, agroecology, crop breeding technologies, yes, plant genomics, etc. We'll be studying. Then soil health and conservation, and then supply chains. So our Honorable Vice Chancellor has spoken about that. Here we have a millet value chain park. We have to thank our Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji for having bestowed greater interest in Raichur University and sanctioned us the millet value chain park of 25 crores. The work is going on, and it will be handed over in the next 1 or 2 years to the farmers as well. Then urban farming is one of the thematic area. Vertical farming, agroforestry, my favorite topic, and sustainable land use, and policy and governance of sustainable agriculture, animal health and welfare. So all these topics, which are very, very relevant, they have fixed, they have taken a lot of pains in organizing all these. And I wish this particular winter school that you are organizing to be a part of this inaugural session. I am very much thankful to the organizers, and on this occasion, I warmly extend my best wishes to the organization as well as the organizers, and I wish a grand success for these 21 days winter school program. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind, encouraging, and enlightening words. It is an honor having you with us tonight,
Thank
and
you,
we
sir.
send our best wishes, and we wish you more success in your future endeavors, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Tonight, we are really privileged that we have a very learned speaker, one among the best in their field, to kickstart our winter school program. I excitedly and wholeheartedly welcome our speaker, Professor Vivek Kumar Tripathi ji. Sir currently heads the Department of Horticulture and Department of Fruit Science at Chandrasekhar Azad University of Agriculture and Technology, Kanpur. Sir has an experience spanning 21 years in teaching and research, and has guided many research scholars, and has contributed 89 research papers and articles in journals of national and international repute. He also has 11 books, 19 book chapters, and 12 practical manuals on various horticulture subjects. Sir has also standardized technologies to enhance the production and productivity of various fruit crops, and Sir has been invited by institutions in Taiwan and Malaysia for cross-jurisdictional exchange of ideas and research, and is a member of the Board of Studies and Research Degree Committee in different universities. Sir, your achievements are endless, and we are unable to enlist them in such a short period. I wholeheartedly welcome you and would like to hand over this virtual stage to you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank AFTEFS Society and Biotech Director, Dr. Jitendra Mehta ji, for giving me an opportunity to interact all of you through virtual meetings. And after listening the inaugural speech of so many audience, especially VC of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, Dr. A.D.N. Vajpayee sir, Dr. Girish Chandel sir, Vice Chancellor of US Raichur, Karnataka, and in the last, Director of Research, and so many more. Today we have to discuss on organic horticulture, which is the need of the day. Because we have discussed or listened so many times that what is organic, what is horticulture, we all know. But there are so many principles and concepts we have to follow to confirm the themes related to this 21 days winter school for environmental sustainability through food security. Because we have to keep our environment safe, which is free from different harmful gases, pesticides, and we have to get food which is free from harmful pesticides and other things. Nowadays, everyone have the capacity to buy the food on their at any cost, but the basic thing is how we get. But without production of organic produce, we can't get pure food, which is very helpful to our health. So organic horticulture is a term which include all system of agriculture or all system of production that support the healthy and life supporting production of food through environmentally and socially sound production methods. Means there is no scope of chemicals in this production techniques. As per FAO definition, organic horticulture is a unique production management system which promote and enhances ecosystem health, including biodiversity. That is important because in production, if we didn't maintain biodiversity, then we didn't go for sustainable production. Biological cycle and soil biological activity, and in the last, this accomplished by using on-farm agronomic, biological and mechanical methods. Means when we go for organic, then use of on-farm different practices, different produce, they have very necessary. We don't use any synthetic off-farm inputs in horticulture, organic horticulture. Nowadays, we see that in an era, we are getting so many synthetic things. जब हम जल्दी जाना होता है तो हम कहते हैं इंजेक्शन चाहिए, लेकिन when we go for slowly and completely removal of any disease or disorder, then we have to go for homeopathic in medicine system to cure our diseases. Likewise, in horticulture, when we go for sustainable production, then we go for organic. There are so many Veda, use of PGR, use of insecticide, pesticide to control disease, disorder. There are so many synthetic things, but here only on-farm produce have to be used. This is also known as holistic system, which is designed to optimize the productivity and fitness of diverse community within the agro ecosystem, which include soil organism, plants, crop residue, animal manures, livestock, legumes, green manure, off-farm organic waste, and off-farm wastage of people. Means all the things we have to incorporate in this production system, which are available in our surrounding or our own farm. As we discussed, what are the main objective of organic farming? Why we go for organic? Why didn't go for chemical production? To produce healthy, nutritious and quality food, जो हमारे लिए हितकर हो, हमारे शरीर को अच्छा लगे और हमारे एनवायरनमेंट को भी सेफ रखे. To maintain and enhance the long-term fertility of soil. We are doing work for our next generation, not for us. If we didn't use or we didn't maintain the soil fertility level, we use high amount of chemical fertilizers, then we lose soil fertility. So our ancestor, our next generation didn't get fertile soil. To maintain and enhance the long-term fertility for our next generation, we have to go for organic horticulture. To encourage and enhance biological cycle involving microorganisms, very important, soil flora and fauna, plants and animal. जब सब कुछ सेफ रहेंगे, सब कुछ इक्वल रहेंगे, तभी हम आगे बढ़ पाएंगे. To help in the soil and water conservation, ये भी जरूरी है कि पानी का सदुपयोग करें और वाटर का कंजर्व करें. To minimize all forms of pollution that may result from agricultural practices. कभी
May I
कभी देखा है,
interrupt here?
yeah?
Sir, can you please share your screen in full screen mode?
Okay, just this is not full.
No, sir.
Yeah, this is full.
Yes, sir, now. And sir, the participants are requesting bilingual explanation if possible, English and
Okay.
Hindi together.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
no problem.
Thank you so much, sir. Please continue.
Just a minute. जैसा कि कहा कि दोनों में चले, हम तो दोनों में पहले ही चल रहे थे, लेकिन कुछ टेक्नोलॉजी ऐसी होती हैं, कितने हिंदी वाले कितने इंग्लिश वाले हमको नहीं मालूम. जैसा मेहता जी बताएंगे हम वैसा ही चलेंगे. देखिए, टू मिनिमाइज ऑल फॉर्म ऑफ पॉल्यूशन, हम जानते हैं कि पॉल्यूशन कितने तरीके से होता है. उन सबको रिड्यूस करने के लिए भी हमें ऑर्गेनिक जाना पड़ेगा, चाहे वो सॉइल पॉल्यूशन हो, एनवायरमेंटल पॉल्यूशन हो या वाटर पॉल्यूशन हो. सबको रिड्यूस करना है, मिनिमाइज करना है, रिमूव करना है, तो ऑर्गेनिक जाना पड़ेगा. यूज ऑन फार्म रिसोर्सेज एज फार एज पॉसिबल. मैंने देखा है कि बहुत से किसान कहते हैं कि सर हम ऑर्गेनिक कर रहे हैं. कैसे कर रहे हैं? सर मैं वर्मी कंपोस्ट ले आया था, ऑर्गेनिक मैन्योर ले आया था. नहीं, यू हैव टू यूज योर ओन फार्म रिसोर्सेज. जितना हो सके यू हैव टू प्रोड्यूस योर वर्मी कंपोस्ट ऑन योर फील्ड. You have to prepare your compost. You have to prepare your vermibast. You have to perform different bioenhancer on your field. I will discuss later on. To maintain genetic diversity, that is also necessary. Genetic diversity नहीं होगी, इकोसिस्टम में प्रॉपर बायोडाइवर्सिटी नहीं रहेगी, then माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म कम होंगे, तो फ्लोरा फाना नहीं होगा और हम ऑर्गेनिक की तरफ नहीं जाएंगे. रिजल्ट क्या होगा? हमारी नेक्स्ट जनरेशन की फिर वही बात, फर्टाइल सॉइल नहीं रहेगी, या तो एल्कलाइन होगी या सलाइन हो जाएगी. टू प्रिजर्व एंड एनहांस ट्रेडिशनल एंड इंडिजिनस नॉलेज इन फार्मिंग, पुरानी जो पुरखों की विधा है उसको हमें प्रयोग करना है. नेक्स्ट, व्हाई वी गो फॉर ऑर्गेनिक हॉर्टिकल्चर. कॉम्पैक्ट सॉइल स्ट्रक्चर, डे बाई डे स्ट्रक्चर बिगड़ रहा है. देखा आपने कि एक ही जगह पर जुताई पहले बैलों से होती तो डिफरेंट हाइट होती थी, लेकिन अब ट्रैक्टर से है, मैकेनिकल है, तो एक लेयर बन जाती है जिससे कि सॉइल में हार्ड लेयर बनने से पानी नीचे नहीं जाता, स्ट्रक्चर कॉम्पैक्ट होता है. लेकिन ह्यूमस मैटर रहेगा, ऑर्गेनिक स्ट्रक्चर, ऑर्गेनिक मैटर ऐड रहेगा तो उसका स्ट्रक्चर नहीं बिगड़ेगा और सॉइल की हार्ड लेयर नहीं बनेगी. वही चीज ऑर्गेनिक मैटर ऐड करने के लिए भी ऑर्गेनिक जाना पड़ेगा. वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी मिट्टी की बढ़ाना है, तब भी हमें ऑर्गेनिक मैटर ऐड करते हुए ही ऑर्गेनिक के थ्रू जाना है. सॉइल सैलिडिटी और एसिडिटी जो बढ़ रही है उसको रिड्यूस करने के लिए ऑर्गेनिक जाना होगा. फ्लोरा फाना पर डिफरेंट इफेक्ट हो रहा है, उसको भी रिड्यूस करना होगा. ये डिफरेंट प्रिंसिपल्स, इकोलॉजी मेंटेन रखनी है, केयर करना है, हेल्थ मेंटेन रखनी है. इन सबके लिए फेयरनेस के साथ हमको केवल ऑर्गेनिक के तरीके पर जाना होगा. बात आती कि इन सब चीजों को हम पाएं कैसे. हाउ टू अचीव इनरिचमेंट ऑफ सॉइल, यूज ऑफ क्रॉप रेजिड्यू एज मल्च. हमने कहा ना फार्म के प्रोड्यूस को यूज करें, तो कैसे करेंगे, कहाँ करेंगे? यहां मैंने बताया है कि क्रॉप रेजिड्यू एज मल्च, यूज ऑर्गेनिक एंड बायोलॉजिकल फर्टिलाइजर्स, adopt crop rotation, multiple cropping, avoid excessive tilting, keep soil covered with green cover or biological mulch. Do not use chemicals. Clear? जो भी मल्च मटेरियल है, आगे आप मल्चिंग में डिफाइन करेंगे, देन आपको बताएंगे क्या क्या मल्च मटेरियल हम यूज कर सकते हैं. मैनेजमेंट ऑफ टेम्परेचर, कीप सॉइल कवर्ड विद प्लांट, ट्री एंड बुशेस और वंड्स. कंजर्वेशन ऑफ सॉइल एंड रेन वाटर. Percolation tanks maintain contour bunds and farm ponds in slopy land and adopt contour. Row cultivation maintain low high plantation on bunds. Harvesting of sun energy, very important to maintain green stand throughout the year. Through a combination of different crop and plantation, we have to harvest sun energy, because in nowadays solar energy, wind energy we have to harvest. So this is a very important in organic farming, to maintain the soil free from, to keep the soil free from different pathogens, spores, harmful insect. Soil energy का स्टोर करना very important है. Self-reliance in inputs. Develop your seeds, on-farm production of compost, vermicompost, vermibast, different liquid manures, and botanical extract. As earlier I said, because without self-reliance of different inputs, which are very necessary in organic farming, we can't go for sustainable horticulture, sustainable organic horticulture. So we have to develop all the things on your farm. Maintain the lives of farms. Develop a habitat for the sustenance of life from never use pesticide, and create enough diversity. Integration of animals, very important. Animals are very important components in organic management and provide animal products and enough dung and urine for the use in the soil. Here we recommend only desi cow, which is very useful in the production of different bioenhancers, as we see earlier in earlier slide. Use your renewable energy, solar energy, biogas, bullock driven pump. We have not to use electric or other things. We have to go for renewable energy for saving our resources. And what are the major benefits of organic cultivation? Total environment of soil, from soil structure to soil cover, is more important, and which can be preserved only through organic. If we didn't go for organic, soil structure and soil texture may affect. Soil conservation and maintenance of soil fertility, बार बार वही चीज very important है, लेकिन major benefits है. Loss pollution of water, maybe groundwater, rivers or air. Protection of wildlife, to maintain flora and fauna, दोनों चीजें यहाँ पर मेंटेन करनी जरूरी है. Higher biodiversity, better treatment of farm animals, less utilization of non-renewable internal inputs, no hormones and antibiotics in animals as well as on the farm. अब बात करते हैं कि हम अभी तक इनऑर्गेनिक किसी फील्ड पर कर रहे हैं, तो हम ऑर्गेनिक की तरफ बढ़ना है तो कैसे बढ़ें. ये तो नहीं कि मैंने एक साल ऐसा कर लिया तो नहीं हमारे ऑर्गेनिक प्रोड्यूस होगा. नहीं, we have to go for certification. Different agencies are there, but for that we have to also follow some standards. Annual crops है तो first year, second year, third year onwards we can say that produces 100% organic. पहले साल में कहेंगे हाँ ठीक है ऑर्गेनिक की तरफ बढ़े, दूसरे में चले और तीसरे पे चलते चले गए, तब हम मिलेगा सर्टिफिकेशन कि अब ऑर्गेनिक हो गए. लेकिन बात पेरिनियली करेंगे तो चौथे ईयर की हार्वेस्टिंग जब कर लेंगे तब हम कहेंगे कि हाँ ये ऑर्गेनिक है. आजकल होता क्या है कि हमने ट्रायल लगाया, 1 साल 2 साल देखा, बोला हमने ऑर्गेनिक कर लिया. नहीं, आपको पहले 2 साल तक ऑर्गेनिक रखना है, तीसरा साल ऑर्गेनिक शुरू करेंगे और चौथा हार्वेस्टिंग जब आ जाएगा तब हम कहेंगे ये प्रोडक्ट हमारा ऑर्गेनिक है. लेकिन हम कैसे कह सकते हैं ऑर्गेनिक है उसके लिए डिफरेंट एजेंसी हैं, या मार्केट में जाते हैं तो डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट रखे हुए हैं। हम कैसे पहचाने कि ऑर्गेनिक है? आदमी कहता नहीं हमारा तो प्रोडक्ट ऑर्गेनिक है, फार्मर्स कहता है ऑर्गेनिक है, लेकिन उसको जस्टिफाई करने के लिए ये लोगो है जो आप देख रहे हैं, ऑर्गेनिक बाई नासा है, डिमेप्ट है, यूएसडी का ऑर्गेनिक प्रोडक्ट है। यदि लोगो कहीं लगा हुआ मिलता है तो आप कहेंगे ये प्रोडक्ट सर्टिफाइड ऑर्गेनिक है, अदरवाइज आपको विश्वास पर ही लेना होगा। ऑर्गेनिक में मैंने कहा कि ऑर्गेनिक पर अपने फार्म पर करेंगे, लेकिन कुछ विधाएं ऐसी हैं जो फार्म पर तो करेंगे, लेकिन उसके लिए आपको कुछ डिफरेंट टेक्निक्स को यूज करने पड़ेंगे। जैसे सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है बायोडायनेमिक फार्मिंग। ये स्टार्ट किया था रुडोल्फ स्टेनर इन 1924 में, which embraces a holistic and spiritual understanding of nature and the farm within it। एक फार्म पर प्राकृतिक रूप से और क्या उपलब्ध है दोनों का सामंजस्य बैठाते हुए हम बायोडायनेमिक फार्मिंग करेंगे। इसमें एनर्जीज फ्रॉम कॉस्मोस, अर्थ, काउ एंड प्लांट्स। आदरणीय डॉक्टर आर.के. पाठक जी कॉस्मोस पर, काउ पर बहुत काम किए, उनकी कई किताबें भी हैं, कई रिसर्च पेपर भी हैं, और वो कहते हैं बार बार कुछ ना कुछ करिए। प्रकृति में जो कॉस्मेटिक एनर्जी है, जो काउ और के हम पुक्सो इकट्ठी हो जाती है, उसको यूज करिए। और बायोडायनेमिक में इन्हीं का प्रयोग है, जिसमें कि बायोडायनेमिक प्रिपरेशन है BD 500 501। ये दोनों एनिमल हॉर्न से बनते हैं, 501, इसमें स्पेशली देसी काऊ का सींग, लेकिन 5 to 7 इनको भी प्रिपेयर करते हैं। इसमें भी हम गाय के प्रोडक्ट का ही प्रयोग करते हैं, आगे देखेंगे। यह है काऊ हॉर्न मैन्योर BD 500। कैसे बनाएंगे? इसमें फ्रेश काऊ डंग, देसी गाय का जो दूध देती हो उसको लेते हैं, और लेने का भरते कब है? सितंबर अक्टूबर में लेकर जमीन पर जो उपजाऊ हो वहां पर जमीन में दबा देते हैं, 6 महीने दबा रहने देते हैं। कॉस्मेटिक एनर्जी के द्वारा इसमें चेंज होता है, और जब मार्च अप्रैल आता है, जो डिसेंडिंग मून होता है हमारा, उस पीरियड पर इसको निकाल लेते हैं। और निकालने के बाद 25 ग्राम मात्रा को 13.5 लीटर पानी में घोलकर आप स्प्रे करते हैं। और लेकिन उसके पहले इसमें क्लॉकवाइज और एंटी क्लॉकवाइज स्प्रे के पहले 60 मिनट तक, मींस 1 घंटे तक बराबर स्टीयरिंग करते हैं, जिससे कि माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिल की एक्टिविटी बढ़ जाए। इसमें क्लॉकवाइज और एंटी क्लॉकवाइज दोनों का ध्यान रखेंगे। और समय वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है। क्वेश्चन बाद में करेंगे अभी? मेहता जी।
जी सर।
ये बीच में कुछ रेज हैंड हो रहा है, तो बाद में उनको क्वेश्चन रेडी रखें, हम बाद में
ठीक सर,
क्वेश्चन
ठीक सर,
करेंगे।
ठीक। ओके ओके।
बीच में जाओ तो बीच में पूछ सकते हैं, नहीं बाद में तैयार है हम।
जी सर।
ठीक है,
ओके सर, बोल देता हूँ।
हाँ इनको कही कि बाद में बिल्कुल जो रेज हैंड है इनको मैं बताता हूँ। दूसरा है BD 501। ये भी गाय के सींग में सिल्का पाउडर भर के करते हैं। जब मार्च अप्रैल के महीने में हमने देसी गाय का गोबर जो भर के तैयार किया था उसको निकाल लिया, उसी समय सिल्का का पेस्ट बना के उसमें सींग में भर दिया, और भरने वाला क्या किया, फिर पुनः जमीन में दबा देते हैं, और इसको गर्मी और बरसात में दबा रहने दिया। सितंबर अक्टूबर में उसको निकाल लिया। अब मात्रा वहां 25 ग्राम थी, यहाँ पर 1 ग्राम लेकर पौधों की 2 से 4 लीफ स्टेज पर रूट सेट होने के बाद छिड़काव करते हैं। ध्यान रखते हैं कि मात्रा 1 ग्राम ही रखें, यदि मात्रा बढ़ी तो पौधों में बर्निंग हो जाएगी। डिफरेंट BD 502, 503 जो रिच होते हैं डिफरेंट माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स में, इनमें डिफरेंट प्लांट, जैसे 502 के लिए एरो प्लांट का, 503 के लिए कैमोमाइल का, कैमोलिया मेट्रिकेरिया का जो फ्लावर ब्लू फ्लावर देता है ना उसका, 504 में यूट्रिका का, 505 में ऑक, 506 के लिए डेंडोलिन, 7 के लिए बर्नलिन। इनका जो डिफरेंट माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट रिच होते हैं, इनका प्रयोग करके डिफरेंट बायो हंड्रेड प्रिपरेशन बनाते हैं। इसके अलावा देखेंगे कि BD 1 to 5 बने बनाए भी मिल रहे हैं, हमको तैयार नहीं करने की जरूरत है, मार्केट में तो जाएंगे तो वहां भी आपको मिल रहे हैं, वहां से सीधा कैप्सूल भी मंगा सकते हैं और सीधा BD 2, 3, 4, 5 यूज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वो भी किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से जहां पर केवल 100% प्रोड्यूस होते हैं, CISH है या कोई आपके नोएडा में है, वहां से मंगा सकते हैं। दूसरी विधा इसमें नेचुरल फार्मिंग। मोकिची ओकाडा 1936 में नेचुरल फार्मिंग पर काम दिया। उन्होंने कहा कि यूटिलाइज द इनहेरेंट पावर ऑफ द सॉइल इन द अंडरलाइंग प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ नेचुरल फार्मिंग। इसमें केवल जो फार्म पे अवेलेबल पावर्स है, चाहे फायर हो, वाटर हो, अर्थ, इन सबको प्रयोग करते हुए ही हमको खेती करना है। इसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कंपोस्ट। To keep the soil in good health, compost is required, which gives nutrients very faster in comparison to others. In preparation of compost, there are 2 stages. Pehla, when we make the heap, then it rises their temperature by 60 to 70 degree. उससे क्या होता है, प्रोटीन ब्रेकडाउन अर्ली होता है, एंड आफ्टर दैट 6 वीक के बाद सेकेंडली द डिकम्पोज मटेरियल यूज्ड स्लोली, धीरे धीरे सड़ना शुरू हुआ, उसको प्रयोग कर सकते हैं। जिसमें कार्बन दैट इज ड्राई स्ट्रा, ड्राई स्टेम और ड्राई लीव्स, इनका प्रयोग कर सकते हैं ढेर करते हुए। लेकिन इसमें क्या करना है, जो नाइट्रोजन रिच प्लांट्स हों, ग्रीन लीव्स हो, एनिमल वेस्ट हो, फिश हो, किचन वेस्ट हो, इनको भी प्रयोग करके 2 गुणे 1.5 गुणे 5 मीटर के एक ढेर में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं, जिससे कि सड़ने के बाद वो कंपोस्ट बन जाती है। दूसरा है वर्मी कंपोस्ट, एंड प्रोडक्ट ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट बाय रिसाइकलिंग। हम जब किसी को लिया, सड़ गया, उसको लिया, केचुआ क्या करता है, ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट, ऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल खाता है, वेस्ट निकलता है, उसी को कहते हैं वर्मी कंपोस्ट, जो कि नाइट्रोजन, फास्फोरस, पोटास, कैल्शियम, मैग्नीशियम, सल्फर के अलावा डिफरेंट माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट आयरन, जिंक, कॉपर, मोलिब्डेनम और बोरान में रिच होता है, जो माइक्रोफ्लोरा और प्लांट ग्रोथ प्रमोटर के रूप में काम करता है, जिससे कि हमको अच्छी ग्रोथ फार्म पर ही मिल जाती है। वर्मी कंपोस्टिंग क्या है, ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट वर्मी कंपोस्ट को यूज करके अर्थवर्म के द्वारा तैयार करते हैं, उसको वर्मी कंपोस्ट कहते हैं। ये तो सबको मालूम है, इसमें कोई विशेष बताने की नहीं, लेकिन यहाँ पर रखना था कि भाई वर्मी कंपोस्ट क्या है, वर्मी वास क्या है। और ऐसा नहीं है, इसके लिए हमने ट्रायल भी लगाए हैं। स्ट्रॉबेरी में एजोक्टोबैक्टर और वर्मी कंपोस्ट का प्रयोग किया, तो 7 kg एजोक्टोबैक्टर और 30 टन वर्मी कंपोस्ट पर हेक्टेयर डालने पर बेस्ट रिजल्ट हमको कानपुर कंडीशन में मिले। इसी तरह क्वालिटी पैरामीटर की बात करेंगे तो 6 kg एजोक्टोबैक्टर और 30 टन वर्मी कंपोस्ट से बेस्ट क्वालिटी के फ्रूट हमको कानपुर कंडीशन में हार्वेस्टिंग मिली। अब नेचुरल फार्मिंग के अलावा वर्मी कंपोस्टिंग का जो मैंने कहा ऑन फार्म है, उसमें ग्रीन मैन्योरिंग है और कवर क्रॉप्स है, इन दोनों का प्रयोग भी ऑर्गेनिक हॉर्टिकल्चर में करते हैं। प्रोवाइड न्यूट्रिएंट टू सब्सिक्वेंट क्रॉप्स एंड इंक्रीज सॉइल फर्टिलिटी, ऑर्गेनिक मैटर ऐड करते हैं इनको ग्रीन मैन्योर में। डिफरेंट इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है ग्रीन मैन्योरिंग के लिए, क्रॉप का सिलेक्शन, क्रॉप ऐसी सेलेक्ट करें तो जल्दी बढ़ने वाली हो, लार्ज अमाउंट में ऑर्गेनिक मैटेरियल प्रोड्यूस करें, सूखे तो ड्राई मटेरियल अच्छा रखें, क्रॉप रोटेशन में ऐड हो और उनकी हार्वेस्टिंग बहुत सिंपल हो। प्रोपोगेशन करना है तो सिंपल तरीके से प्रोपोगेट कर सके, और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट लोकली ग्रोन होने चाहिए, यानी कि बाहर से लाके हम एक्सपोर्ट करके डालें। इसी में दूसरी चीज आती है ग्रीन मैन्योरिंग कवर क्रॉप के अलावा मल्चिंग। मल्चिंग में ना क्या क्यों करते हैं, किसी भी बायो मास की पतली लेयर बिछा दें, उसको मल्चिंग कहते हैं। ऑर्गेनिक हो या इनऑर्गेनिक हो मैटर करता है, इसलिए बेटर है कि ऑर्गेनिक करें। होता क्या है कि जब मल्चिंग प्रयोग करते हैं तो जो वाटर लॉस है उसको रिड्यूस करता है, चाहे वो एवोपोरेशन से हो या ट्रांसपिरेशन से। सॉइल की जो मॉइस्चर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी है स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी उसको बढ़ाता है। क्या बोल रहे हैं? एनी प्रॉब्लम मेहता जी?
नो सर, प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
साउंड आ रही थी ना, इसलिए मैंने कहा।
जी सर।
ठीक चल रहा है? कोई साउंड क्लियर है?
परफेक्ट सर, एकदम परफेक्ट।
चलिए, हाँ, तो बात करते हैं कि मल्चिंग से पैसे का ट्रांसपिरेशन एवोपोरेशन रुका, लेकिन इसके अलावा जो वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी है सॉइल की बढ़ती है। प्रॉपर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन जो पानी का है, मॉइस्चर का है, सॉइल में पड़ता है, जिससे क्या होता है कि बीड्स की ग्रोथ कंट्रोल रहती है, जीरो तरह पड़ती है। और मैंने कहा रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी को यूज करना, तो सॉइल सोलराइजेशन के द्वारा टेम्परेचर भी बढ़ा सकते हैं। लेकिन मल्चिंग में हमने कहा कि ऑर्गेनिक और इनऑर्गेनिक दोनों करते हैं। तो